Aries, my lovely fire signs, the bosses, greetings. Welcome to the Everything is Energy channel. I am Faith. I am an intuitive tarot card reader, life coach slash spiritual coach, and advisors. Aries, gang. We are here to do your dark shadows read, your mirrors read, my favorite segment of this channel, and that is when we're going to look within oneself, right? See what's going on deep down inside, deep down inside. Why do we do this? Because there's things and traumas and hurts and pains we've gone through that we may have buried inside, because let's be honest, who want to deal with the trauma, the hurt, the pain, right? So we, as humans, sometimes we like to bury those things, hide them, put them in a box, lock them up, and throw away the key. Unfortunately, they're never hidden. They actually follow us in our present and future, right? Causing us dis-ease, problems, conflicts in love, work, life, right? Depending on what they were and who you are and how you took it. That's what we're doing here today. We're going in the mirror with one card using the dark mirrors read, right? We know we might have more than one thing to work on, but hey, we got to take this one step at a time. We're going to make it quick, simple, and sweet. Welcome to the Dark Shadows, Dark Mirrors read. If you are here, then I am proud of you. I appreciate you. Gang, because we all each have to do this work, right? So let's see what card we get for our collective energy for Aries, my boss babies. What it do? Talk to me for Aries, guys. I believe it's like March the 2nd. So welcome to the month of March. This is covering the month of March, as this is a 1 month. I do this reading once a month, right? So let's talk about March. What do team want us to look in the mirror at? What's going on with Aries? Wow, that's fast. I'm gonna take it back, but that was an atonement, and the reason I'm taking it back is because this show don't rock until I knock. Let's get it. Talk to me for Aries, my boss babies, please, and thank you. What are we working on? Fated to suffer, number 25, making a 7. So all numbers will be made whole here. So with the 2 and the 5, that's 7, right? And what we have is fated, well, I didn't say it right, fated to suffer, right? And if you look at this card, if you can see it, you'll see that it's kind of like the Disney movie, right? Where we have the witch offering the young girl an apple, right? So with that, we all know in that story, if you've seen it, right? We know that this apple is poisonous, right? This is the energy of someone feeling like not even just, if it's, things could have went on since youth or whatever it is, it's that doubt in that mind where we're thinking, am I cursed, or is my family cursed, or am I fated to suffer, or what is it about me? I've been going through so much things, you know, throughout my life, even as a young person or a younger person. And it's kind of like, did somebody give me this cursed apple, right? We know that apple had a spell on it. It had a hocus pocus on it. Aries, it did. Somebody said, am I fated to suffer? And this could be hidden inside where one may think or doubt this situation, or maybe I'm hearing that it's going through someone's mind every now and then from a very long time. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it don't. However, this is about feeling like, even in love, let's say we feel like we got in relationships and they didn't work out so much the way we would like or hoped for some of you guys, right? Some of you guys could be married and happily married to this day. We're not talking about you. We're talking about people who may have gone through relationships and they feel like they've been asking themselves, what it's like I'm fated to suffer in relationships, because every time I try, it doesn't work out the way I would have hoped it worked out, or what my desire was, or maybe I don't feel like I picked the right person or partner or whatever it could be, right? With fated to suffer. But let's dig a little more. Let's get into this, because we see fated to suffer, and that can resonate in different ways on different levels with each of you, right? This is a collective energy read for Aries, right? Not a personal reading. So with that being said, with the different levels on how it could resonate, right? Take it where it resonates with you and leave where it doesn't. But this will resonate in some way. We have number 2, movement and choices and decisions. Okay, whatever this fated to suffer is, with the number 7, first of all, being about confidence, right? Having the confidence to go after and do the things you want to do, or move forward, to move and make certain choices. Are our choices dictated based off how we feel like maybe, oh, we're meant to suffer or something like that? And that's not even Aries energy, right? We know you're bosses, but it's something underlying, right? Something don't feel right about whatever the situation is, right? It could be in relationships, it could be in life, it could be with family, things that have happened, right? However it resonates. Now, number 2 is about making decisions, right? So this could affect our choices, our decisions, our ability to move forward, right? To make the decisions and whatever it is in order to move forward, not backwards, north node, right? Well, we'll find out. They said, let me find out. Tell me. Give me one more. Give me one more. Number 4, heart chakra. All right, so we're definitely talking about matters of the heart, right? The heart chakra. It's been a lot of obstacles and challenges when it comes to matters of the heart. Number 5. So it's like some of us feel like we were fated to suffer in love, and even family dynamics, wherever the heart is involved, you know, where we're feeling like, or maybe something here could have happened when somebody was a teenager too. That could have been when someone thought they were fated to suffer. Some of you guys could be under some illusion that somebody has put some type of spell on you. Now, maybe it's true, but I just heard to say that. That's why I said it. Take it where it resonates. And if that's the truth, then that's good. If it's better to be under illusion of it than actually it be the actual fact of something, right? In that case, in the case of someone trying to work some magic or spell or hocus pocus on you, it's better that it's an illusion, I guess, than the actual fact. Talk to me, team. Going into the Kipper, tell us more about fated to suffer. Tell us more about fated to suffer for Aries. Poverty. Okay, poverty with the number 37. So it's kind of like, well, 10 represents endings. And that's what we have with 3 plus 7. First of all, it's endings. That these movements, these choices, these decisions, right, is going to help put an ending to this lack mentality. Because this poverty card is not only about money, right? It's about a lack mentality, or feeling lack in something is another state of poverty, right? One can have an impoverished mindset even, right? So what we're trying to do is basically reverse this mentality, reverse this feeling like I was fated to suffer in the matters of the heart and matters of money, or even feeling like I lack love, or not that I lack love, but more so that others around, you know, have not showed me a lot of love, and it makes you feel like it could be in love and romance, however it could apply. It could be a friendships, you know, things of this nature. Give me one on fated to suffer. Give me one on fated to suffer. Talk to me for Aries. I'm just trying to make it clear that one thing is, this is a 10, so this is needing the end. That's what these choices and decisions is about. We got to get out this poverty or lack thereof. The fact that one would feel like they're fated to suffer is a poverty mindset. I don't care if they feel like they fated to suffer and dancing. That's still a lack thereof. It's definitely better to think positive about things at all times. Make the glass half full. There's always a pathway ahead. The number 8 is about advancements, There's always the ability to advance and get to the end of the tunnel, right? We got marriage, number 3. Some of you guys, there was a marriage that some of you guys suffered in. You suffered. You felt like they could have been this main male here. Number 1. It's like this main male had you all in your head. Your thoughts are, you could be the main male, and this person had you in your thoughts with justification in reverse. Interesting. Some of you guys could still be in a relationship that you feel is fated to suffer, that you might need to get out of. Take it will resonate, and that will still take us back into the shadows on why we choose these type of things. Some of you guys, there was a marriage, right, that ended, or some of you guys are still married, but this marriage been over. It's like separated. We'll find out. Others, you guys, this is like married parents, right, from your past. And however that relationship with, maybe when you grew up there was some poverty or some lack mentality. There was a problem with your parents' marriage. You could have not wanted them to separate, and they separated. It could be a number of things that has gone on where you feel like from a while back you were fated to suffer. I see number 28 with expectations. Stop. Well, not stop. This is like looking inside. First thing I heard, the reason I said this, because you know that saying, they said, no disappointments if you have no expectations. Well, kind of like that. Let go. And as you guys would say, some of you, let go and let God, right? Our expectations, our perception, the way we perceive things could be what holds us back the most. For example, if my parents got a divorce and I perceive things as, even the TV shows me, a good marriage and happy home is the only way to happiness. That's the best way to do it. The religion told me this is the standard, right? And when that breaks up, and you have to go through some separation, and not the traditional way, right? That's a Providence mindset, and we lack, this standard that's been placed on us of what a happy home is, right? So because of that, our perception of how we see things could make us feel like we were fated to suffer. Instead, let's not expect the norm. Let's say there's more than one type of family that could work and create happiness, right? Because perception is everything. It's best not to be so closed-minded, so that we can open our minds and hearts and do the healing and move on in a higher way. What I mean is, maybe if I don't look at things in a most definite way, and I don't expect the norm, because maybe some of you guys' parents did get divorced, just for example, and you guys were able to still see both of them. They both took care of you, or however it could be, but you had a family. But that's just for some of you guys. We're going to get off that subject because it's not going to resonate with all you guys. Fated could suffer has resonate with the heart chakra, a poverty mindset, and something to do with a union, a marriage, or even when you have been in any contracts and stuff like that. It's time to make better choices and decisions to this mentality, and to stop thinking you were fated to suffer, because it's actually affecting the way you think, right? And it's affecting your relationships, matters of the hearts, and things like that. So we have to release and get out of that mindset in order to move forward. Talk to me, team, for Aries. Going into the tarot, Aries, remember, like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your post bell notifications. I am grateful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing the Everything is Energy channel. Make sure you check the description box down below for everything you need to know, including if you like to book a private reading with me. I am grateful again. Thank you for watching. Let's go. Talk to me for Aries. Fated to suffer. Fated to suffer is Page of Pentacles. So, it's a lot to learn here. And with the Page of Pentacles, it's like some of you guys did live like a impoverished childhood, or your parents didn't have a lot, right? They could have been married or something like that, but there was poverty here. So now you kind of like, you're away with your money, right? You're definitely like, you watch your money, your mindset could be stuck in this impoverished. So I'm recommending Rich Man, Poor Man, a book, right? Because I want you to see both aspects. In Rich Man, Poor Man, you'll see that he had two fathers, right? Because the mother had divorced. So he also had a stepfather. One was poor, one was rich, and the two mentalities were able to see duality right next to each other, right? We were able to see, or he was able to see polarity, right? Right next to each other. What it's like to think poor and what it's like to think rich. So this is important because this is a quantum physics reality, whether you know it or not, believe it or not, that's science, that's facts, that's mathematics. And in a quantum physics reality, just like the split theory shows you, look that up, split theory. You can do all this on, I don't recommend just Google, but somebody said that. They said, I Google everything too. I looked up something in Google because I will on the fly. But they said, I Google everything too. And I just was quiet, like, not me, fool. I can't depend on Google. You can't get too far with Google. You'll be stuck somewhere. Anyway, but this you can. You can use YouTube. Look it up on the video, right? You can look that up and see the split theory. We're talking science now. We're talking quantum physics. And see how something is not even a solid. Like in the movies The Matrix, the original one where the little boy, I think he was English or something, he said, try to bend the spoon, right? But that's impossible. Instead, bend your mind, right? That's the split theory. Until you focus on it, that thing is just particles, right? It's just waves, that's period, including you, right? So that's showing you that you're able to create your own reality. And this is why we do not think impoverished. So if you was seeing the Rich Man, Poor Man book, you'll see that the rich father don't think negative, don't think rich. It's money, spend it, it flows, right? You don't just be over here, oh, watch my coin, watch my coin. Every time I have to spend something, I can't spend, I have to pay it, worry about this bill. You understand? All right? And then others, you guys have to learn how not to obsess your energy on certain things. For example, if you think somebody, you're fated to suffer because somebody put a spell on you, right? We have to learn how not to overthink things. Why is that important? Back to quantum physics. They said, not another quantum physics. What? This is a quantum physics reality, whether we use it. Now, we got to start using what we know. And as quantum physics, again, everything is mental, right? That means your brain power, your mind is powerful, right? So just like until you observe it, your conscious mind observe it, not just your eye sees it, but your conscious mind observes it, right? And it's not a solid until it's observed. That being said, you focusing on this energy can create that reality. Back to quantum physics again. We do this for real. Now, moving forward, tell me more. I know. That's also about love. They said not about love too, not quantum physics and love too. Yeah, well, when something is the way the overall place works, it relates to everything. Okay, so we can relate quantum physics to everything in nature, period. Back to quantum physics. When we're over focusing our attention on, every time my relationships don't work out. The men or the women I choose are basically not good choices all the time. What is it about me? It's like I'm fated to suffer. Okay, again, we're putting that out in the universe, period. And it's doing this, coming right back to us, right? We put that out and it comes right back to us. So I do got some heat on, so it's drying up my throat. Excuse me, Aries. All right, I'm back at it again. So we're focusing on what didn't work, putting that energy out, basically getting that back. So instead of doing this work that we're doing here, going in the mirror trying to heal the issue so we don't have to deal with this shit anymore. Now, if you do not like cursing, I don't heavily curse on this channel. However, I wouldn't know why you feel that way. Only curse word is pretty much damn or any time I wish you wrong or harm in any way. Now, that's a curse. That's not what I'm doing, and you know, I wouldn't know why you would have a problem with someone cursing other than if you're religious. And if you're religious, y'all don't want me to do that. Not right now. We don't want me to get into that. So let's just move forward. But this is not a religious platform. See, I know religions. Name one and I do this. So this is not this the wrong channel for religion. Anyway, back in Page of Pentacles, the Hermit here, right? Not saying I don't believe in the source of the Most High, but I don't subscribe to a religion. But besides that, if I did, the main three I know for sure: Judaism, right? Islam and Christianity. This is a no. So I know you're here on an accident. You said, "Oh shoot, that's right. The Bible said no," right? So then I know it's an accident. You can go ahead and click off, or you're welcome to stay. But please know that this is not a religious channel. I'm more of a scholar in religion, which we'll find out soon. Let us find out. We got the Hermit here in the Page of Pentacles. Look at this amazing change. See, the movement, the choices and decisions leads you to the Hermit. Outside of this lack mentality, no matter what happened, we need the soul search. We got to go within. With the Page of Pentacles and the Hermit, it's like an elevation and a growth. Being stuck in this mindset, whatever's holding us back from what make us think that we're fated to suffer, is a youth mindset. That is the mindset we're leaving behind, that south node. In order to elevate to our north node, we elevate to the Hermit, right? We doctors now in this. We professionals. We got our PhDs in understanding how to make this trip. Now let's go to religion real fast, because I love seeing this guy on this card. He always remind me of Moses, right? When Moses went to Mount Sinai and spent 40 days and 40 nights on top of Mount Sinai, right? Remember? That's how he got the 10 Commandments. Come on now, y'all. If you Christian, come on. If you in that Bible, I know you know this, right? So basically, I'm only repeating it, right? So we know that they went 40 days. He went 40 nights by himself. Came back with 10 Commandments, right? I don't know how he broke 40. Never mind. I don't know how he got 40 something down to 10, but that's amazing. Either way it go. He said, I can break 44 down to 10. Anyway, the Hermit here, right? What did it say in the Bible? It said, Moses went to Mount Sinai for 40 days, 40 nights, right? And he heard the word of God in his head. Look, in his head. In his head. They said, why is that important, Faith? Well, that out of all that I said about Moses going to Mount Sinai, that was the most important part. The last part was in his head. You can't leave that out, because he did not hear the word of God outside of oneself, love and gratitude. He went to that doggone mountain, right? And he did what this hermit do, go within, meditated. Source is within, right? And he was able to access downloads of, I guess, how to break 44 down to 10. Y'all like, what is this 44? Well, I'm talking about my yacht, something more ancient. There's a plagiarism going on here, but that's another video. Talk to me, team. Talk to me. That's an elevation. You guys are getting smarter. You're getting wiser when you do the work, right? You have let go of these wounds that has you thinking you're fated to suffer. This mindset that make you think everyone means you wrong or harm in some type of way. This divorce that happened between you or even parents in the background, depending on who you are, right? We are leaving that lack and poverty mindset behind by going within now. We're looking in the mirror now. We're elevating. We're matured in our thoughts, love, and gratitude. We're no longer obsessive over anything, and we're definitely no longer thinking negative and creating realities that don't serve us. And anytime we think negative, we're blocking negative thoughts, especially towards self, and replacing them with positive thoughts, love and gratitude, peace and respect, right? And then that's the pathway out, right? We're learning now. We're smarter. We're investigating now. See, now when you come in our life with our heart chakra, we still love. Our heart is open to love. That's that green right there. It's open to love, right? But see, that's because we open pathways. We've opened and we elevated, right? We've elevated. We're activating our chakras, our kundalini, whatever it is, by going within, by meditating, by doing what Moses did, going within, accessing the source from within. See, if I break that Bible down or these books, I decode it, right? See, it ain't gonna sound all the way the same. I can, it's, y'all gonna be like, she a 33rd. I'm definitely not a 33rd, nothing. But however, heart chakra pathway and page of swords, right? So now we know if you come our way, our heart, with wanting our heart, right? You want to come in our heart, a relationship and love, friends, people we meet, we know to investigate these things first. I'm not telling you to go look up people's name. No, I'm telling you to use your energy, right? You can't feel that. Okay, a lot of times when it's to do with love, we ignore things. Stop ignoring things. Sometimes if you're lonely or you feel desperate, you'll ignore things. Let's not feel lonely. You can't feel lonely in this energy. They said, but the hermit is alone. The hermit don't feel lonely. This is like a Buddhist monk. It would take a lot. I don't know how I could feel lonely. I don't know what y'all, I don't know what it would take. I one time went down 5.5 months by myself in meditation on purpose. Damn near got addicted to it. It was only supposed to be for 6 weeks. Well, first 2 weeks, then 6, and then 5.5 months in meditation by myself. The shit's addicted if you elevate it. Yeah, I swear, all this needing people and stuff, that's not even like a real thing. You would definitely want them around. You have no problems. Your heart chakra is open, but love for self is real, right? Go look at the movie The Egg. I'm about to get y'all out of here. This is simple. This is plain. This is how things work together for you, right? It's by going to get out this mentality of being fated to suffer that is causing a lack mentality, and quantum physically speaking, what we do, right? What we think of, what our hearts desire, what we imagine is what becomes our reality. I love you, Aries. I do. Gang, gang. I am gone. Love and gratitude to you.